Hi good people there, in this video, Rustam again. Now I'll be talking about and explaining about very common topics in academic writing, which is advantages and disadvantages. Now let's shoot it. Now let's look at the academic writing in detail. Academic writing in detail has 4 different parts. First one, introduction part. Introduction part itself says that an introductory part where you have to generalize the topic, where you will be giving a clue what the body part will be about with the examples and summary part. And we have 2 body parts. In the following first part, you will be giving examples, say advantages of giving topic, whatever the topic is. And let's move on second body part, which you will be giving the disadvantages, which is minus parts, unlike the first part. And the last part gives you a summary, where you will be restating your opinion, what you mentioned in 2 previous body parts. Let's move on the introduction. Say, introduction part itself also divides into 4 parts. Let's look at them. First one is a topic sentence in the introduction. Even in introduction has a topic sentence. These days, moving overseas is becoming increasingly popular. So, we haven't reached to the summary point. By the way, what was the topic? What was the topic of the essay, you think? So, it was, what are the advantages and disadvantages of moving abroad? You see, we haven't any idea about what the topic is yet, because in introduction part, the first part, it's actually general part. So let's look at it again. These days, moving overseas is becoming increasingly popular. So we haven't know about it because we haven't given you the minus and plus thoughts yet. And the second one, for many people, especially young adults, the chance to spend an extended period of time is an attractive one. You see, now we're coming closer. We're giving an extra idea or information on the first general part. Let's say the third part. However, there are both pros and cons sides to do deciding the situation. What are the situation? Moving abroad. Now, what it says, the reader says or writer says that it has both plus and minus sides. And the last one is your plan. What is your plan? That what you will be doing with the plan. Plan is giving advantages, giving argument and evidence to the given topic. So, this essay will look at both sides before reaching the conclusion. Now, we're okay with the introduction. In that case, we're probably going to move on the first body part. You see, body advantages of moving overseas or abroad or living or studying in a foreign country. You see, I bolded the expression that you have to focus on because it's very important. One of the most remarkable positives of heading overseas is that, so this is the beginning of the body part. Now the reader will understand that you will be talking about the plus sides of the topic. You see, is that it broadens one's horizon. So horizon means your outlook. Once you go abroad, you will be able to meet different people around the world, which gives you a chance to enhance the capability, all the skills that you have in your subconscious. One who moves abroad is likely to meet people from different cultural backgrounds and learn to cope with foreign customs. And I underlined it, every expression as you can see here. Why? Because there is a reason for you to remember and keep that expression in mind, to cope with, to face with difficult situation when you go abroad. And foreign customs and food. This can make someone more rounded as a person, so it will become more smarter, intelligent. This is the end for the first body part. So you gave the argument and you gave the evidence to the given topic. Let's move on to the disadvantages of the essay. Turning to the other side of the argument, itself says that I'm going to get on to the other, which is minus sides of the given topic. Culture shock is a minus side. What is a culture shock? It's a major problem. Many people who take a year out find it hard, again, to cope with the language barrier, because once you're a native speaker, say you're moving from A country to B country, you may not know the language. So in that case, you will be facing with the difficulties. For example, if you don't know the English, so you will be coping with the English barrier, language barrier. So this is going to be the hardship for you. And then the food and general cultural differences is going to be your problem as well. So what is the consequences? That often leads to homesickness. Homesickness is a period of time when a person moves abroad is going to miss his or her family and everything that belongs to his homeland. So homesickness. I feel homesick. If I feel homesick, so this often leads to homesickness. And then in some cases, a sense of isolation. Isolation is an expression that probably going to give you a clue. Probably you might not make a friend. They might be different. That's why. So you're probably going to feel isolated. You will be away from your country. You will be away from friends. So probably you're going to feel lonely. So this is what it means, a sense of isolation. So we're okay with the second body part, which gave the disadvantages. Now let's move on to the conclusion part. In the conclusion part, as I mentioned, you will be giving all the summary point. You won't be able to unearth a new topic. Just the restating point, the summary point of all given the topic in two body parts. All things considered, all points in two body parts considered. Starting life in a foreign country is never easy, especially from scratch, from zero. One should weigh up the pros and cons, means advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of better lifestyle and better so on. And the cons of culture shock and language barrier as well. Personally, when you're asked to give your opinion, I would recommend you to give your opinion at the end of the conclusion part, as long as you're asked to give it. Personally, I believe that the benefits eventually outweigh any negatives. So it says, in terms of personal growth, eventually outweigh any negatives, meaning there are more advantages than disadvantages of giving topic. Now, I hope you understood all the structures of academic writing style. Let's review it again. Introduction part has 4 parts, and then body parts, which you will be given the advantages. In the second part, in second body part, you will be given disadvantages. In the conclusion part, you will be restating your opinion. Now, I'll be giving you the homework, which actually you have to practice at home by giving 4 structures. Say, what are the advantages and disadvantages of working from home, commuting from home? Now, I want you to brainstorm again before writing an essay. Summary all the bad and good points of working from home. Then you're probably going to get started writing an essay. Now, this is going to be the end for today. I hope you understood everything very well. See you soon and take care of yourself.